Great. Why? What have you heard?
There's sadness, there's fear, there's humiliation, embarrassment.
No one knows what actually happened.
How's it going?
If your wife was SH, would you be making a joke about it? That girl is walking on eggshells.
Absolutely brilliant of SNL.
And I feel like this is a look of shock. This is not
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Oh, SNL, you are shady for this one, for inviting Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds to come to your 50th anniversary with so many celebrities in attendance, and of course, Ryan Reynolds had to make it all about himself. Honestly, right now, I wouldn't want to be Ryan Reynolds or Blake Lively because they seem to be, hated by the public. I mean, I don't know if the celebrity world has turned on them yet. Clearly not, because they're invited to these events and attending with all of their friends. And look at Blake. She looks so happy to be out and about, smiling. There's Ryan. I feel like he looks a little bit nervous, like he knows the end is near. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds on Sunday made their first joint red carpet appearance since the start of their legal dispute with Justin Baldoni. Blake Lively wore a bedazzled silver gown as Ryan wore a classic tuxedo. Now, we didn't get a lot of interviews on the red carpet from them or any moments like that, but we got something even better. Blake and Ryan showed signs of awkwardness during Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary special. Despite all of their drama, the couple seemed to be in good spirits, with Ryan joking about the lawsuit on camera. However, a body language expert said that they didn't seem too relaxed, especially Blake, when it came to this joke. Now, what happened was that Tina Fey and Amy Poehler were on stage and they asked a question, and Ryan Reynolds told them how he was doing, to which he replied, "Great, why? What have you heard?" So, them asking, "Hey, how are you doing?" And then him saying, "Wait, what have you heard?" Well, we've all heard what's going on, Ryan. Let's take a look at this moment together.
I have a question.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds. Hey.
So random. And look at everyone's facial expressions in the background.
Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
I wonder if Blake knew this was going to happen. I mean, by the looks of it, I don't know if she knew that he was going to say that. She probably knew he was going to say something because he was probably mic'd up before, but she seems a little caught off guard. The body language expert says her smile dies and her head snaps around and upward to look at him in either acted or genuine concern. Blake begins by performing a more complex, narrowed eye smile of good humor plus a closed lip mouth smile with some puckering and pulling down that suggests mixed emotions. Body language experts, what an interesting job. Narrowed eye smile of good humor plus a closed lip mouth with some puckering and pulling down. I guess like that. Like that.
Let's watch Kevin Costner's reaction because I think he represents everyone right now.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds. Hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great.
And I just want to point out that he is looking at Blake Lively here because he wants to see her reaction. And y'all know we would be doing the same thing.
What have you heard? Yeah, okay. My question is that, you know that the materials that they made the cone heads with, are those edible?
Someone also brought it to my attention that Miss Anya Taylor-Joy was not impressed. Watch her. She rolls her eyes.
Got excited. Should they go to the hospital or should they...
Yeah.
Hospital or should they...
If your wife was SH, would you be making a joke about it? I wouldn't, but Ryan is, and that says a lot. But as many have pointed out, Blake Lively's reaction really takes the cake. Here, she looks so concerned. As one commenter pointed out, that girl is walking on eggshells. I don't think Ryan fears for his career's future, but she sure as hell does.
You know what's wild? You could be walking down the street or headed to the grocery store, and then bam, you're in an accident. Suddenly you're dealing with injuries, bills, and an insurance company that's doing everything in its power to give you the bare minimum. It's gotta feel so frustrating. Insurance companies always seem to pull the same tricks, offering you the lowest settlement possible. But here's where Morgan & Morgan steps in and changes the game. Morgan & Morgan Morgan isn't just another law firm. They are America's largest injury law firm with 1,000 attorneys and offices in each state ready to fight for you. You don't have to deal with those insurance companies alone anymore because they've got your back. Take this for example. This year, they got a client in Florida at $12 million, way more than what the insurance company was offering. Morgan & Morgan doesn't settle. They will continue to fight until you get what you deserve. And here's the kicker. The whole process is as easy as ordering takeout. You can submit everything from your phone. No need for paperwork marathons or endless appointments. And with Morgan & Morgan, you only pay if you win. So if you've been injured or you know somebody, don't just sit there. You can head over to forthepeople.com/Sloan, or you can check out the link in my description below. It's fast, it's easy, and it's free unless you win. Morgan & Morgan is the team that fights for you because they're for the people. Thank you for sponsoring this video and enjoy. Now, I don't know what Ryan was thinking, but this appearance did not do him well. Frankly, people are over him. They don't want to see you. One person was quoted saying, "How sweet of SNL to try to do damage control for Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, but it won't work." Another person wrote that he's so natural and hilarious, which clearly that's sarcasm. Whoever decided it was a good idea for Ryan Reynolds to do this needs to be fired. Why would he and Blake think this was cute? He isn't funny, and now that we all know what of a low life he is, it just makes him even more cringe than he already was. Quote, "The timing of Ryan Reynolds appearing on SNL seems a little bit convenient. Just another attempt at manipulating the public into buying the 'I'm just a nice guy, funny guy' act," end quote. Another person writes, "Given this results in an awkward moment that kind of hangs rather than the host quipping back with some kind of joke and Blake's facial expression. I don't think this was planned at all. I think Ryan's attention-hungry nonsense caused him to take the chance to go for it." Even though a lot of people were disappointed in this manipulative tactic by SNL to go and try to make us love Ryan Reynolds again, some people liked this moment. I mean, Bethenny Frankel from Real Housewives of New York, she stays on TikTok, and here's what she had to say.
Absolutely brilliant of SNL to invite and include Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. To lean into the humor, they are the epicenter of pop culture. It is the zeitgeist, bullseye. And for Ryan and Blake to participate is nothing short of genius, because the only way to weather a storm is to go straight through it. And as I keep saying, no one knows what actually happened. So all of the speculation is tricky and risky business, but that was very smart. Bravo.
So maybe this was a good idea. They're back on our TV screens again. We're talking about them. They're trying to normalize that this couple is here to stay and they're not leaving Hollywood anytime soon. Makes me think of like Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, like how they just dipped when they got into trouble. But no, they're standing down. But some people are questioning whether Ryan is kind of punishing Blake. I mean, she's the one who, I guess, kind of dragged him into this, even though he's such a big part of this lawsuit. And I do question if maybe him bringing this up and this little nod to the lawsuit was a way to just like make Blake feel bad and make her look bad.
The question on everyone's mind is, did Blake Lively know that Ryan Reynolds was going to allude to the case? If you guys weren't aware, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were at the SNL 50 show. The first time they ever make an appearance together ever since the case. Ryan Reynolds had a little skit at the beginning of the show where he alluded to all of the drama that is surrounding this couple. Based off of Blake Lively's face, everyone's asking, did she know? In my personal opinion, I feel like this is a look of shock. This is not acting. I think she knew that he was about to say something, knew that he was part of the skit, but I didn't think she knew that he would allude to the case. Because this look right here is the look of shock. She looks like she just saw a ghost. There's a zoom in. There's sadness, there's fear, there's humiliation, embarrassment. Like, this is not what she wanted. Blake Lively did end up smiling afterwards, but I feel like this is the act. This is the true emotion. This further cements it for me that Ryan Reynolds is the one who's taking control of everything. I personally think this is Ryan Reynolds' beef with Justin Baldoni, and I mean, she's also part of it. She's also guilty. I personally feel like she's following the leadership of Ryan Reynolds, especially with how everything's playing out.
It is a choice. Quite a choice, especially with how nasty things have been behind the scenes. Blake Lively's lawyers are trying to act all high and mighty and subpoena a bunch of people involved with Justin Baldoni to gather evidence. She's convinced that the public hates her because of him, not her own doing, not her own bad press moments, which remember, she's had so many bad press moments. According to Variety, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile were all subpoenaed by Blake Lively's lawyers and asked to provide phone records belonging to Justin Baldoni and his producer and a bunch of people at Wayfair Studios. Blake's spokesman said, phone records belonging to all the individual defendants will expose the full web of individuals who were involved in the smear campaign against Blake. Such records will provide critical and irrefutable evidence not only about who, but also about when, where, and how their retaliation plan came together and operated. Which again, rich coming from someone who, like, did we all see like what she did to Anna Kendrick? I mean, I'm not forgiving her. Especially not after what she's done to Justin Baldoni. Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, is not happy, saying that this is a massive fishing expedition. They're just trying to find anything. They're asking for every single text, call, data log, even real-time location information for the past 2.5 years, regardless of sender, recipient, or subject matter. So they want to see every single message Justin Baldoni has sent to anyone, people who aren't even involved. This massive fishing expedition demonstrates that they are desperately seeking any factual basis for their false claims. It seems like Brian is super confident in his client Justin Baldoni, so good for him. I did find an awkward moment of Amy Schumer and Blake Lively hugging it out. They had a little reunion since Blake has been blackballed recently, and I don't know why I wanted to share this. They're just, I don't know why these two, I'm not a big Amy Schumer fan. Are we an Amy Schumer fan? Comment below. I'm just like, I don't know the last time I've watched anything from her that I even like giggled or smiled at. Now that is the update I want to give to you guys. I did do a little highlights moment of what happened at SNL50 on my Instagram at SloanHooks. So definitely go and follow me there if you guys care about me, if you love me. But I'm back here in my studio. I'm so happy to be back. I look very tanned. My nose is like getting so close to peeling, which is why it's so greasy, oily. No, I don't have a big, fat, greasy, oily nose. It's just oily and covered in Vaseline. Actually, it looks a little like pudgy right now too. I've been eating too much salt. Diet starts today. You know that. Amen to that, right? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. And please tune in to Let's Get Into It podcast this week. A huge surprise. We're doing like hot topics over there now. Oh boy, you guys are not ready. I can't wait to see you there on that channel on Wednesday. And until next time, I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.